everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Jen and I'm really glad you're here. Today is extra special because I'm teaming up with Kristen from Crafting with Kristen to bring you a fun collaboration. Kristen and I sent each other a handmade card that we're going to be opening on camera, and then we're going to be using that card as inspiration to make a new card. This is going to be so fun. We cannot wait to show you how our unique styles came together. Now, before we do, make sure that you have grabbed your favorite beverage, you're settled in, you've hit that like button, and don't forget, check the description box below because I'm going to be linking Kristen's video so you can go check that out after you watch this one. And I will also list all supplies and materials that I use in today's video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get crafting. Here is the reveal. This is the card that I received from Kristen. I'm very excited to get this. It makes me feel like I have a pen pal across the states and a little bit of comfort from home, being from the South, and now I live in the Pacific Northwest. I'm really excited to call Kristen my friend and get to know her a lot better. So I've actually already opened the edge of the envelope here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this card out. Very excited. Oh, I see pink. Okay. All right. So this is the card that Kristen has sent to me. I love this. This embossing folder here. This is great. These little dots. That is so fun because you could use those on anything. And then we've got some pink and purple flowers. Hello Spring sentiment. Love the dewdrops. And the green. I don't know if you can see, but the green has this beautiful shimmer. Okay, so Kristen, you know that I love shimmer, so I am definitely digging those leaves. That's amazing. It is a top folding card. There's a little sentiment inside, so I will enjoy that myself off camera. I'm going to go ahead and think about this for a moment while I grab some supplies, and then when I come back, we are going to use Kristen's card as inspiration for our card. Okay, so I think that I have a plan. I am going to use this Blooming Hello inlay die. It's actually a cover plate die, and it's got flowers and little buds and some foliage, and then it says hello. So this is a really nice big cover die, and this is the packaging. That's what it looks like there. I thought we could use this die to come up with something that is complementary to Kristen's card. So here are the colors that I chose. First, I will be using a white card base. I have champagne, Plumberry, pink lemonade, Nectar, Pistachio, and Artichoke. Okay, so the other supplies that I'll be using is I do have my paper trimmer. I have my wax tip tool, scissors, tweezers. I have VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink because I might be stamping an sentiment on the inside as well. I've got two different embellishments because I don't know which one I want to use. Of course, my glue, and then my little trays to hold my dies. So I think I have everything that we need to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to take Kristen's beautiful card and I'm going to set it right here in front of me so that I have that as inspiration. Okay, so I think the first thing that I need to do is cut down the cardstock. I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. I think I'll go a little bit more than 4.5. So there's one. I'm just going to go ahead and get all of these cut so that we can go ahead and move to the next step. Okay, so now I have all of my cardstock cut down. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cover die and I'm actually going to put it on the paper and I'm going to run all of these papers through. And I'm definitely going to have more pieces than I need, and I'll have more panels than I need, but that will allow me to make some more cards to donate for the Cards for Kindness. And then I'm actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to cut down the champagne and not have to put the whole thing. So I'm going to do that right now. And then this will just go right here, and then I'll just get the hello. So I'm going to bring in my spellbinders and I'm going to go ahead and get that done. And then we will get moving on to the next step. Okay, I've got all of the die cutting out, and this is all of the stuff I'm not using. So all of these card panels can be turned into cards, and then I've got all of these inlay pieces, so I could make a variety of cards over here, which is probably what I will do. Okay, and then I have my card base here. I have a white panel that I took out all of the die cuts from. Then here I have my hello in the champagne, and I have the darker stems. So this is the artichoke, this is the pistachio. Then I have the pink lemonade and the plumberry. And then here I have the nectar. Okay, and then again, that's the pistachio. So these are all my little die cut pieces that I'm going to be using. I need to score this card base. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is bring in my little trim and scoreboard, and I am going to be scoring this at 4 1/4. Put that right there. Okay, and then I am going to take my card. This is like a valley, so I'm going to take that valley and I'm going to turn it into a mountain like that. Make sure these line up correctly. That looks good. And then I'll just give that a good press. I am going to get glue on the back here, and then we're going to be turning it over and laying it down. Let's get some glue down. And I'm just going to do a thin bead around the perimeter, and then I will go through the middles and I will get glue down on some of those areas just like this. Some of these areas that are jutting out, we want them to we want them to stay down. So we're just going to add a little glue to all of these areas. I don't want them popping up. You could, if you had them, you could use the micro dots. It's like a 8.5 by 11 sheet, but it's like the little micro dots, like the tape runners. So you could use that. You could use spray adhesive if you wanted to. I'm going to bring this around. And the big thing will be to get this lined up. Now the liquid glue will give me a little bit of wiggle time. Okay, I think that's good. And I'm just going to slowly press that into place. So this looks good to me. I think I am going to use my brayer and just kind of run it over and make sure that's well adhered. So the next thing will be I am going to systematically go through the card. And so what I thought was that I would glue in place. I'm going to start with these little ones. This is just like a puzzle, really. You just put that down in there. Okay, there we go. And then you just go one by one. Okay, so it's going to be just like that. Okay, that looks really good. Here, I'm going to zoom in for you. There we go. I think that'll look better. So you can just see that these just nestled right down in here like little puzzle pieces. I think I'm going to grab the larger light green. This is pretty much the same. I'm just going to throw some glue down in these little inlay spaces. Okay, so there is the larger foliage there. I think these look really good so far. And it actually goes pretty quick once you start getting all of this down. Okay, so now we have our green. Perfect. All of that looks really good. I am going to go like this just to make sure everything's down in those inlay spots. I thought it would be neat to put these purple inserts inside the pink ones and then the pink ones inside the purple ones. All right, so let me do that. Let me get all of these put together. Okay, so those are my 3 light pink ones. So pink lemonade with the plumberry insert, and now we'll do plumberry inserts with pink lemonade. Oh, that is very striking. I like that. Okay, there they are. Does look really good. Almost like little fans. Okay, so we're gonna get these down on here. So now we're down to our last step, which is to insert the hello. Now, let me grab the counter for the E and the O. That way everything is even. Counters are the little spaces that are inside of letters. I'm just going to put glue down in here. Now, another thing I could have done is cover this entire back panel. I could have covered it with tape runner and then just laid everything down. I did not necessarily think about that. Okay, so here comes our champagne. And one more with my brayer. This is what it looks like so far. I think it looks really good. Okay, so here I am going to go ahead and stamp on the inside. And you can see that this purple flower right here is very similar to the flowers that Kristen used in her card. So I am going to take my card and open it up, put my magnets back down. I'm going to place that stamp, right here. This is where I'm going to stamp it. And I'm going to just use my black VersaFine. This is Nocturne. It's a premium pigment ink. It's just beautiful. It's really nice for the fine details, so I don't have to stamp it over and over and over. And then it's going to go straight down. I'm not going to rock the block. And there it is. How pretty is that? Clean that off really fast. Set that aside to dry. And then I thought it would be nice to have a little sub-sentiment. And I'm really liking the "You Make Life Lovely." So I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. And I'm going to use the grid line of this block. Now, normally I would use my Misty, but because I have a full-size card and I have it going in the orientation, it's a little awkward for me to put it in there. I'm just going to use my stamp block. This is a brand new stamp here. I'm going to go ahead and just rub over that to get rid of the manufacturer coating. Then I'm going to use my ink again. Okay, I think that's good. And then I'm just going to come right in here and line up with that flower. And then I'm just going to set this down, and I'm not going to rock the block. I'm just going to let it sit there for a moment. And I don't want to smush down either. I don't want those letters to disperse out. And then I'm just going to pull it up like that. And so I'll show you what that looks like. That is what that looks like right there. That is so pretty. Just a nice little unexpected treat when you open the card. All right, so let's take a look here. This is what the card looks like. I do need to grab one of my stickers, put it on the back. These are just print and cut stickers, and I just use the Cricut sticker paper. And then we'll have this here. I do need to do my embellishments. Okay, I think I like that placement best. Grab my glue, and I'm gonna place the flat side of the sequin down on the cardstock. So it kind of has like a flat side and then a side that kind of curves up, almost like a little bowl. We want that flat side to stick down to the card. Okay, that is my finished card project of the day, inspired by Kristen's card. I think these both turned out so beautiful. I love the fact that there's shimmer, a little bit of shine on both of them, and I have a little inside sentiment, plenty of room for personal note. And then this just looks so good. So this was fun. Kristen, thank you so much for doing a card collaboration with me. I'm so happy to call you a friend. I'm going to be linking Kristen's channel down in my description, and definitely check her out. I just love watching her craft, and she's just got the sweetest personality. I just love her to pieces. So if you like this video and enjoyed the collaboration, go ahead and hit that like button. Leave us a flower emoji down in the comments. And until I see you in the next card or craft, as always, happy crafting.
Thank you all so much for watching today. I'm so glad that you can join me at my craft table. If you're not already, I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you'll know when new videos arrive. Have a great day, and as always, happy crafting.